Also
side-by-side
friendly.
band.
Yep.
But the side-by-side band was epic. Okay. And that was the policeman for those of you who don't know. They
That's
had,
right.
I mean, they sang go go, all the hits, all of that.
Yeah.
But I will say this, and I didn't ask every student, but the police officers became a part of the school community, if that makes any sense. I think it makes a difference if the officer is stationed at that school and they are there every day and they become part of the culture. So this is what I would do as a school psychologist. I always made friends with the police officer. He or she would become my first friend because one, I wanted to feel protected, and two, yeah, protected, and two, I would get a lot of good insight from the police officers. If I had to evaluate a student, especially if I was looking at whether the student had an emotional disability or not, I'm asking the police officer, "Do you know Johnny? Have you seen anything? What have you noticed? What do you think?" And I would get such great perspectives from the police officer, and they would appreciate me asking them their opinion. And then of course they would, I appreciated getting their insight on things. So when it was time for the police officer to step in, they did, but rarely. So I rarely saw a police officer arrest a kid. They didn't have to. They had their weapon. They did have their weapon, but they rarely had to pull it out. But the thing that makes me in support of SROs is because they do protect the school from the outside threats. A few years ago, there was a shooting at Great Mills High School in St. Mary's County, Maryland, and it's a place where nobody would expect a shooting to happen.
Hmm.
But the shooting was amongst students. So one student shot another student, actually shot two students. One passed away, one lived. But the SRO was very helpful in really containing that situation and making sure that it didn't get to be something that was worse. So